Hello everybody, today we're having our first Springboard class, alright? So this is our student book. I will call this our student book or our SB, okay? We will do the classes on this book first, so it should be Welcome Plus, right? Number 4, Pupils book or student book. So make sure you have the correct book out, okay? This is the class book, alright? The student book. And then we're also going to need our workbook for later, okay? So this is our workbook, alright? Workbook. Make sure you have the correct one, right? So it's PTE, Pearson Test of English, okay? And then it is workbook number 1. It should say Springboard. Springboard with the panda. Alright, so make sure you got the correct ones. Make sure you got the correct ones, alright? Alright, so take out your pencil, erasers, and maybe notebooks. If you have notebooks, you can take them out as well. So we will start with our student book, alright? Student book. Student book, which pages, right? Page 4 and 5, alright? So page 4 and page 5. Our topic for today is cows are fatter than goats. Crystal, could you open your book, please? So everyone at home, open your books. The Springboard book, right? Student book. Student book. Alright, to page 4 and page 5. Our activity or topic for today is Lesson 1, Unit 1. Cows are fatter than goats. Cows are fatter than goats. So that means cows are fat, more fat, fatter than goats, right? Goats are thinner. Alright? So let's look over here, right? Let's look over here, the pictures over here. So the pictures have the same words on the whiteboard, okay, for part 1. Right? The same words. So I didn't draw the picture because I didn't have enough space, okay? So for you, you just look at your book and we will try to read the words one by one, okay? So in the first picture, we have a field. Field. Can you try and read it with me, everyone together? Try to read the word with me. 1, 2, 3. Field. Okay, a field. What is a field? A field is a piece of land that you can grow. You can grow vegetables, you can grow crops, you can grow some flowers or trees, right? But here in this field, they are growing some what? What is this word?
Grass.
Very good. So everyone at home, grass. They're growing grass, right? There is some grass on the field, all right? So on the field, maybe this is a farm, right? A farm. On the farm, we have some grass on the field. We also have some animals. What kind of animals can we find? We can find some sheep, okay? We can find some sheep, all right? Some sheep. Now, why do we keep sheeps in the farm? Why do we have sheeps? For their hair, right? You can see on the picture over here, we have a sheep and then we use them for their hair. Their hair is called wool. Wool. Can we read it all together? 1, 2, 3. Wool, right? W-O-O-L, wool. We use wool to make clothes, to make blankets, to make many things, right? Now let's move on to other animals, right? We have a bird that flies. Maybe the bird will eat the fruit, right? Eats the fruit and then will, after eating, right, we'll take out the seeds and the seeds will go to the grass and it will grow. So the birds help the plant grow, right? Then we have cow. Okay, cow. Why do we need cow in the farm? Why do we need some cows in the farm? What will the cow give us? Can you tell me? What will the cow give us? They will give us some...
Grass.
Nope. They eat grass, right? Cow will eat grass, but the cow will give us very delicious drink. Meat, okay? They will give us meat to eat and milk. Very important, right? Milk to drink. Okay, and then we have goat. Goat. The goat can also give us milk, right? But the most important thing about goats is the meat, right? We will use the goat to make some meat, to have some meat. Chicken. Chicken is also meat, right? But we can also have another kind of thing from chicken. Letter E. Eggs, right? Chickens lay eggs. So, because we have a chicken in the farm, we can have chicken meat and also eggs, right? And ducks, right? Also ducks, same as chicken. They can give us meat and also some eggs, duck eggs, right? And then in the farm, right? In the farm, who takes care of all the animals and the the plants in the farm? Who takes care? Maybe the farmer, right? The farmer. And in some countries, most farmers are cowboys. Okay, cowboy. You can see it here, right? The picture. A man wearing a hat, right? Wearing a hat, right? And he has a funny kind of clothes, right? We call those cowboys. Cowboys, all right? Cowboys. And these cowboys are usually farmers. They have a farm, some animals, and some grass and a field, right? They grow some things in the field. All right, so now let's try to listen to this part, okay? Listen one by one. When they say something, I want you to point. If they're talking about grass, right? You point in on grass, and then you say grass as well, all right? So listen, and then you repeat. You listen to them, and then you say the same thing, all right? All right, I'll start playing the recording. Please listen and repeat, okay? All right, I'll play it once only, so try to get your chance to repeat what they're saying. I'll play it now.
Exercise 1, page 4. Listen and repeat.
Field.
All right, so point to field. Field. All right, say it with me together 3 times. Field. All right, Crystal, can you join us as well? Can you say field 3 times? Field. 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 All right, let's go to the next one.
Grass.
Grass.
All right, 3 times again. Grass. 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 Okay? All right, so very easy to do, right? Now the next one.
Wool.
Wool. Wool. Wool. Okay?
Sheep.
All right? Sheep. 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 Now be careful when you read this. It's not ship, okay? It's a long sound. Sheep. 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 Okay?
Cowboy.
All right, cowboy. Cowboy. Cowboy.
Farm.
Right, so on top here, right, we have the word farm. 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 All right, continue.
Bird.
Bird. Bird. Bird.
Cow.
Right, very easy. Cow. Cow. Cow.
Snail.
Snail. Snail. Snail.
Chicken.
Chicken. Chicken. Chicken.
Duck.
Duck. Duck. Duck.
Goat.
Goat. Goat. Goat. Alright, so these are the animals in the farm. And we have the cowboy who takes care of the farm, right? And some things we can get from the animals, right? Some wool. And from cow we can get some milk, right? And from chicken we can get some eggs. And then they also live, these animals live on the field, right? Where they eat grass. Some of them eat lots of grass, alright? Okay, so now let's move on to the second part where we listen and write, okay? We have some words over here, right? We have to fill in the blanks. Fill in the blanks. They gave us some letters, right? C for something, M for something, right? So let's listen carefully and then write down the words we can hear from them, alright? So I will play it once and then we can answer the questions together. I want you to write down your answer, okay? Write down your answer after the recording or while the recording is playing. I will give you around 30 seconds just to clean up your answers and then we will check together what you put down, okay? So you can write down your answers first, then we will check together. Alright, so I will play the recording now. Please get ready, your pencils, please. Alright, I will play the recording now.
Exercise 2, page 4. Listen and write.
Welcome, children. This is my farm. Come on, let's look at my animals.
Thank you, Uncle Kenzo. Can we see the cows first? Eddie wants to be a cowboy.
Of course. Come with me. The cows are in the field. They're eating grass.
Only grass? But look, goats eat everything, and cows are fatter than goats.
Why do you keep cows?
Because they give us meat and milk.
Look at the ducks on the water. Oh, it's just like China.
China? Okay, come on. Let's go and see the animals there.
Alright, I'll give you 30 seconds. Clean up your answers. Alright, the two answers. C for something, M for something. Alright? "15 seconds left. You can find the answers down below as well. The words are down below. Alright, okay, so let's check the answers together, okay? So, number one, Eddie wants to be a what? Letter C, right? We can find the answer in picture one. Welcome, children. This is my farm. Come on, let's look at my animals. And then we have the girl saying, thank you, Uncle Kenzo. Can we see the cows first? Eddie wants to be a... Right, a cowboy, right? C already have here. C-O-W-B-O-Y. It's one word, okay? One word. Cowboy is one word, alright? Alright, let's continue on forward. Cows give us meat and something, alright? Where can we find the answer? Where can we find the answer? We can find the answer in number 3, right? Why do you keep cows? Because they give us meat and milk. They give us meat and milk. M already have here, right? So M-I-L-K. M-I-L-K. Milk. Alright? So go around about the part 3. Let's go around it, alright? So let's try to read it again together. Let's try to read part 3 together, okay? So part 3 we have the comic strips, right? So can we read together, please? Let's read part 3 together, okay? So picture number 1, let's read together now. 1, 2, 3. Welcome, children. This is my farm. Come on, let's look at my animals. Thank you, Uncle Kenzo. Can we see the cows first? Eddie wants to be a cowboy. Picture 2. Of course. Come with me. The cows are in the field. They are eating grass. Only grass. But look. Goats eat everything, and cows are fatter than goats. Picture 3. Why do you keep cows? Because they give us meat and milk. Picture 4. Look at the ducks on the water. Oh, it's just like China. China? Okay, come on. Let's go and see the animals there. Alright? Okay, so where are they? Where are the boys and girls? Where did they visit? They went to Disneyland? They went to a library? No, right? They went to a farm. Their Uncle Kenzo's farm, right? And are they in China? No, right? They're not in China, but they're somewhere like China, right? Because of the animals, right? All right, so now let's move on to the next page, page 5. All right, page 5. Okay, so before we answer questions in page 5, I want you to look at this part, the grammar. Okay, grammar. All right, Crystal, pay attention. So will everyone at home. Please pay attention. look at this part, the grammar, okay, grammar. Alright, so this part I will insert it here too, okay? This one. Alright, so the grammar plus this one, this is extra information, alright? So in the grammar part, we have the word small and tall, right? Small and tall. So I'll write that down here. Small
Please talk.
and tall.
Pay attention. Please talk.
We have small and tall, right? So we have two people. We have, oh, I will use another pen. This pen is almost out of ink. I will use two people as an example. So person A and person B. So one of them is small and one of them is tall, right? So A is small and B is tall, right? Now I want to put them together in a sentence. I want to compare. One is someone then something, and the other is someone then something, right? Or something then someone, right? So we can say small will become smaller. We put ER, right? Smaller. And then for B, right? B. He is tall, and he is taller. Taller than, right? So if we have the ER here, taller, smaller, we need to put the word than, okay? THAN, than. Alright? So how do we make a sentence? How do we make a sentence using all of this, right? A is small, so A is smaller. B is tall, so B is taller. Taller than who? Right? So for sentence 1, we will say A is, remember, smaller, ER. Then we have to use the word than, right? THAN. So we have A already. A already used. Who else haven't we used in this sentence? B, right? So A is smaller than B. So who is small, A or B? In this sentence, who is small?
A.
A, right? A. So A is small, but he is smaller than B, right? Smaller than B. For sentence 2, let's try to write the sentence as well. So A is small, B is tall, right? We want to compare them together. Two people, right? Two things are two people. So we will say B is very good, taller. Don't forget the ER. And then always the word than, right? Taller than. Than A. Very good. Full stop. Now, the ER and the then, another word, they always come together, right? Taller than, smaller than, fatter than, heavier than, right? So A is smaller than B. A is smaller than B. And B is taller than A. B is taller than A. Okay? Do you see that? We call this comparative, okay? When we compare two people, A and B, 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 two people. Only comparing two people, okay? If we compare more than two, it's another thing, okay? Another thing. Alright, so I want you to look over here at the comparative part, the blue part, okay? Comparative, right? Comparative. So remember, taller than, smaller than is called comparative. That means two people or two things. Only two people or two things. If more than two, then it's different, okay? So, comparative. We use the word small, right? Smaller. We only add ER, okay? But in other words, we have to add not only ER, also other letters, okay? Now look at the word big. B-I-G. How many letters do we have here? B-I-G. How many letters? How many letters in B-I-G? 1, 2, and 3. B-I-G. 1, 2, and 3. Now to help you understand what to do when you want to use comparatives. I use these letters C, V, and C, okay? What does C and V mean? What does C and V mean? C means consonant. Consonant. Consonant means not vowel. So A is a vowel, so it's not a consonant. B is not a vowel, so it is a consonant, right? What about I? Is I a vowel? Is I a vowel? Yes or no? Vowels are A, E, I, O, U. Is I a vowel? Yes, I is a vowel, so I put V for vowel. Now, G, is it a vowel or consonant? Is it A, E, I, O, U? Is it a vowel? Is G A, E, I, O, U? No, right? So it's a consonant. So we have C, V, and C, right? C, V, and C. C is the B, V is I, and C is G. So when we have three, right? 1, 2, and 3, C, V, and C. When we have C, V, and C, we need to put another C, right? Another C. So C, V, C. We need to put another C, and then ER. Okay? This one, right? We only put ER in small, smaller, smaller. Put ER. But when we have like this, right? C, V, and C. C, V, and C. We need to put another C. Which C should we put? Which C should we put? Should I put down B? Because we have B here, right? So big, burr. No, right? We have to follow the other C. The previous C. So B-I-G, put another G. And then E-R. So how do we spell bigger? It is B-I-G, put another G, and then E-R. B-I-G-G-E-R. Now, if you want to compare with small, right? Okay? So here we have C, C, V, C. Is this 3? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, right? It's 4. So we cannot put another L. No need to put another L, right? So you just put ER. This one we have 3. 1, 2, 3. C, V, C. We need to put another C, which is G, right? We copy. Alright, in another case, we have the word thin. Opposite of fat, right? Thin. Thin, okay? Now, how come, Mr. Joe, you put one C here, but there's TH, okay? The TH sound is only one sound, right? Th, th, th. It's only one sound, th. So thin is C, TH, right? V is a vowel, so I again. And N is a consonant, not a vowel. So C, V, C. 1, 2, 3, okay? So thin will become thinner than, right? I am thinner than a cow. So thinner, how do we spell thinner? Right? TH, C. I is a V. N is a C. Now, because we have 3, right? C, V, C. 1, 2, 3. We need to put another C. Which C should we follow? Is it TH or N? What should we put here? TH or N? Right, we have to put N, right? We copy the previous one. So THINN, and then you put ER. Okay? THINNER. So we have to add another letter, right? We have to add another letter. We have to add another letter before we put the ER. Right? But in words like tall and small, no need to put another letter. Just put ER. Okay? Alright, understand? Oh, shh, Crystal. Quiet. And then, when we use the comparative, right? Bigger than, thinner than, smaller than. We need to put a word in front of the comparative adjective. We will say than, okay? So, if you are a baby, right? You are a baby and your mommy is not a baby anymore. So you can say, my mommy is bigger than me, right? And then if you're standing next to a cow, right? You visit a farm and you're standing next to a cow. You can say, I am thinner than the cow. I am thinner than the cow, right? Alright, and then you are smaller, right? You are smaller than a tree. You are smaller than a tree. Okay? So that is a comparative. Comparative. Alright? Comparative. Now, for part 5 over here, right? Part 5. Can you write down the comparative adjective, right? Comparative adjective of part 5, right? Part 5. Oh, sorry, not part 5, part 4, okay? Part 4. Look and say, if we have fat, right? Fat. Fat will become fatter than, right? Where can we find that answer? We can find it on the cowboy next to the picture 1, right? We have over here. The boy says cows are fatter than goats. Cows are fatter than goats, right? So we can see how they spelled fat, right? We can see how they spelled fat, right? The fat is F-A-T-T-E-R. Why T-T? Because here we have C, V, and C. So, fatter, we have to add another T, right? Another T. So T, and then E-R. Fatter. Cows are fatter than goats. Cows are fatter than goats. Now let's go to picture 2. Picture 2. The word is tall. Picture 2, the word is tall. Now we have 2 animals, right? Or 4 animals. 2 horses. 2 horses and 2... What is that?
Sheep.
Sheeps, right? 2 horses and 2 sheeps. So if you were to compare the 2, you will say horses are taller than sheeps, okay? Can we say that all together 3 times? Or 2 times is okay. 1, 2, 3. Horses are taller than sheeps, okay? Let's say it again one more time. 1, 2, 3. Horses are taller than sheeps, okay? So tall, right? We have the word tall, T-A-L-L. T-A-L-L-E-R. No need to put another L because this is C, V, and the double. When we have double, we consider as a C-C, okay? So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So we only put E-R, right? Taller, taller. All right. Next one is small, small, small. We have ducks and snails, right? We have ducks and we have snails. Ducks and snails. So which one is smaller, the duck or the snail?
Snail.
Snail, very good. Can you try to make your sentence by yourself? If I say horses are taller than sheeps, what can you say about the ducks and the snail? Can you try to use the word smaller than? How can you say it? Number 3. Ducks are, snails are
Smaller
than
ducks.
Very good. Snails are smaller than ducks. Snails are smaller than ducks, right? Snails are smaller than ducks. Now we try to look at the word small. We can say one sound, right? And then the double L, that will always be 2. CV, thank you. CV and CC, right? C, V, CC, okay? This one also, so you can see clearly. C, V, CC, okay? So we only need to put ER, right? No need to put another L or LL, right? Smaller than. Now let's go to the next one, right? Next one is big. Number 4, big, right? We have the chickens and the mice. Chickens and the mice. So the chickens and the mice, and we have to use the word big. Big, okay? Now let's look at the word big, right? B, C. I is a vowel. G is a C. Now this one we have CVC. 1, 2, and 3. We need to put another C and then ER at the end, right? So how do we spell bigger? Bigger. B-I-G-G-E-R. Very good. B-I-G-G-E-R. So now that we know bigger, right? How to spell bigger. Now let's try to complete the sentence, right? Which one is big? Mice or chicken? Which one is bigger?
Chicken.
Chickens. Very good. So how do we say that? Chickens are bigger than mice. Chickens are bigger than mice. Very good. Chickens are bigger than mice. Again, this is called a comparative adjective, right? We are comparing two things, two animals, or two what? Two people, right? Two things, two animals, two people, or two anything, okay? All right, so what about the word clever? Clever. 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 What do you think? What do you think? You don't know?
Yeah.
You don't know? Okay. So I know it's quite confusing, right? Because here we have ER already, right? ER. Clever. But for this word, we will add another ER, okay? Cleverer. Alright, so here, let's try to look. C, cool, vowel, v, C, we call that a vowel and a C, right? So how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So C, V, C, V, C. Is it 3? Is it only 3? No, right? So we don't need to put another R. We only need to put ER, right? So put ER. So it's cleverer. Cleverer than, okay? Cleverer than. That means more clever, right? Cleverer than. So let's look at the picture. We have birds, right? Blue and pink bird, and then 2 cats. Who do you think is more clever, the cats or the birds? The cats or the birds, sorry.
Cat.
The cats, right? So how do we say that in a sentence? The cats and the birds. And then the cats are clever. How do we write that? The cats
The cat
are
cleverer
than
birds.
very good. The cats are cleverer than the birds. Okay? Cleverer, right? Cleverer than the birds. The cats are cleverer than the birds. Alright, remember, all the ER word endings, right? Tall, fatter, taller, smaller, bigger with GER, right? And cleverer. All the comparative adjective will have the word than, right? Than after the word. I am fatter than you. You are taller than me. She is smaller than him. The cow is bigger than the snake. The birds are cleverer than the fly, right? So, and than, alright? Alright, so I'll give you around maybe just 15 seconds. Just try to think about it, right? So you can remember, right? CVC, we need to put another C, letter T. Also here, right? CVC, you put another C, which is G, and then ER. And then you put the word then. Okay?
To here.
Yes, okay. Alright, so before we start doing this one, right? Before we start doing part 5, let's go up again here, okay? Let's go up again here. Alright? So, we learned that, right? We learned that the word like big, B-I-G, we have to put another G and then ER plus the word than, right? Because we have CVC. So we have to put another C and then ER, right? But what about if the word is like this? The word is heavy. H-E-A-V-Y, right? How do we change the word H-E-A-V-Y into a comparative?
I-E-R.
Very good. Someone shout out the answer, right? I-E-R. So let's try to look at how to change, okay? So we will still keep this one, H-E-A-V, but Y is a special letter, right? We have to change it. So H will become same. E will become same, right? A is the same, that's one sound, he. And then V, another sound. Right, and then we have Y.
Y.
And then we have to add ER at the end, right? Add ER at the end. So let's look at this one. This is C, H, H. V, right? He, V. Have, V, V. E, heavy. This one will become E, right? It's not heavy. It's not Y, it's E. So it sounds like a vowel, right? So CV and CV again, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Do we need to put another letter in front? No need, right? Because it's CV, CV. So it's 4. We have to change the Y into letter I. Okay? We change the Y to I and then put ER. So it becomes heavier than. You see, we changed the Y to I and then add ER, right? We changed the Y to I and then add ER. Heavy, heavier than. So let's think about a bird, right? We have a bird, and then we have a very big. Oh, my drawing's so ugly. We have a very big. We have a very big elephant, right? So which one is heavy, the elephant or the bird? Which one is heavy, the elephant or the bird?
It's heavy.
Heavy means cannot carry. Oh, so heavy, right? Heavy is very so hard to carry, right? Something so hard to carry. For example, let's say this one, right? Or my pen. My pen is very small. My pen is very small, so it's easy to carry. Very light, right?
Elephant.
Right, so if it's easy to carry, it's very light. If it's not easy to carry, it's very heavy. So which one is heavy? Elephant or bird?
Elephant.
Elephant is the heavy one, right? The heavy one. So we have to use the word heavier than. The words heavier than. How do we write that sentence from the elephant and the bird? Right? If we know the bird is light and the elephant is heavy, how do we make the sentence with heavier than?
An elephant heavier than bird.
Okay, almost correct. So we say an elephant. How many is an elephant? 1 or 2 or more?
1.
So we say is. An elephant is heavier than. Don't forget heavier than a bird. Why a? Because we keep using 1, right? And is heavier than a bird. Okay? So please remember, when we have a word ending in Y, we change the Y to I and then put the ER in the comparative form, right? I-E-R. We remove Y, put I, and then put ER. Heavier. Don't forget the word than. An elephant is heavier than a bird, okay? Alright, so now that we know how to change words ending in Y to add I and then put ER, we will do this part together, okay? Over here, part 5, we have 5 questions, right? Oh, sorry, we have 10 questions. I didn't see the other side. So 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Oops. We have 10 questions. 1 has been done for you, right? So the first one is tall becomes taller. What about the word small? I'll write down the first part, okay? Small will become smaller. Do we need to put another L?
No.
Only put ER, right? Small becomes smaller. Small becomes smaller. Now the other word, number 3 is big. B-I-G. Do we need to put another G?
Yes.
Yes, because it's CVC, right? B-I-G-G-E-R. Bigger. Bigger. Number 4 we talked about before, right? Number 4 is clever. Clever. What do I have to put? C-L-E-V-E-R. What do I have to put for clever? Another ER, right? Cleverer, cleverer, cleverer. Next one, we have the word heavy. Remember the word heavy. Heavy ends in Y, right? Heavy. So what should we put? Y will change to I, and then you put your ER, right? Heavier. Heavier. Okay, Heavier. How to spell heavier? Heavier. Heavier. Because heavy is Heavy, right? Heavy. The Y will change to I, right? The Y will change to I. Alright, what about the next one? Thin. 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 We talked about this before, right? Thin. C, V, and C. So 1, 2, and 3. Thin will become, do we need to put another N? Yes, because it's CVC, right? Another N. Thin, and then put ER. Thinner. 2N, right? Thinner. Thinner. Next one is short. 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 Let's try to look at this one. Sh, one sound. O, one. R, two, and T, right? Sorry, C. Short. So CVCC, it's 4, more than 3. So we cannot put another T. So only need to put ER. Shorter. 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 Oops. Shorter. Next one we have happy. 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 Again, this is HAPPY. When the word is ending in Y, we change Y to I and then add ER, right? Happier. Happier than. Number 9 is long. 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 Okay, long is longer. Okay, just add ER. No need to put another G. Right? So this one is an exception. We call these words exception when the rule does not follow. Okay, L is C, O is V, and Ng is one sound. But because the way that English writers spelt the word longer a long time ago, we don't need to add G. Okay, no need to add G. Just put ER. This is called an exception. Okay, exception. No need to put another G. No need to put another G. No need to put another G. Longer. Exception. Okay, it's an exception. This one. No need to put another G, right? Only one G. Longer. Longer. Alright, number 10. Fast. F-A-S-T. F-A-S-T. Alright, so we just put ER. Faster. Faster. Alright, so please check your answers on your book and compare it with the whiteboard. If you're wrong, please erase your answers and write the correct one. Alright, number 2 should be smaller, just add ER. Number 3 is bigger, put G and then ER. Number 4 is cleverer, just put ER. Number 5 is heavier, change Y to I and then put ER. Number 6 is thinner, put N and then add ER. And then number 7 is shorter, right? Shorter is no need to put another T, just put ER. And then number 8 is happier, H-A-P-P-Y will change to I, and then you put ER, happier. And then number 9 is longer, right? Only one G, exception, right? It's an exception. And number 10 is faster, just only put ER. No need to put another T, faster, right? Just F-A-S-T-E-R. Alright, so I assume you finished that one, okay? Now let's go to the next part. Similar, right? Similar. We have to put down the comparative adjective, right? So let's read the sentences together. We have a picture here. We have Kenzo, Keiko, Mai, and Lee. Kenzo, Keiko, Mai, and Lee. Actually, these are Japanese names. I don't know why they say they're from China. Anyway, so these people, right? Kenzo, Keiko, Mai, and Lee. They are the people who have the farm, right? So Kenzo and Keiko are the uncle and auntie of Mai and Lee. Mai and Lee are brothers and sisters, right? So Uncle Kenzo is, the word is old, will become older than Aunt Keiko. So the word old, right? Old. V, C, and C. Is it CVC? No, right? So only put ER. Older, right? Older.
This is number 2, not one.
Oh, sorry, number 2, right? Yeah, you were right. Number 2. Let me erase all of them. Hope we have enough space,
This
right?
is number 1.
Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then number 6. Thank you. Alright, so for number 1, older, right? It's VCC, so you only put ER. Older. Older than. Now for the next words, we have to look at the photo, okay? We have to look at the photo. Now, the first question for you to do is the word young, right? We have young. The second one is the word thin. The next one is the word tall. Number 5 is short. And then number 6, the word is long. So we've already written down all of these words, right? But let's try to read the question, because reading the questions will make us understand. This is not the answer yet, okay? So these are not the answers yet. These are just the words in the bracket, right? The words in the bracket. All right, so let's try to read the sentence together for number 2. Number 2, Cousin Lee is young than Cousin Mai.
Younger.
Right, so young is younger, right? We have a C and then we have 2 vowels, so V, or we can say, and then a C, right? So young, young, right? So we have to only add ER, younger, younger, younger than, okay? What about question number 3? Let's look at the picture. We're talking about Mai and Lee, 2 people, right? Mai and Lee. So the word is thin, okay? So Cousin Mai is thin than Cousin Lee. Thin, what's the ending for thinner? We have C, F, V, E, and C, thin. Do we have to put ER or another N?
Yeah.
Is it THEINER, finer, or THINNER, thinner? What do you think? Should we put another N, one more N, or no N?
No N.
That is wrong, right? We see here C, V, and another C. The th sound is one sound, right? Th. So we need to put another C. The C will follow the old C, right? So put N and then ER. Thinner. Thinner. If you don't put another N, it will become finer. Finer is not a word. Finer is not a word, right? It should be thinner. 2 N's. Alright, now next one. Question number 4. We're talking about Aunt Keiko. Aunt Keiko and Cousin Mai. They're next to each other, right? The 2 girls. The word is tall, okay? So let's read the sentence. Aunt Keiko is taller than Cousin Mai. So tall. Do we only put ER or another L?
ER.
Just ER, right? Taller than. Alright, question number 5. The word is short, okay? We're talking about Cousin Lee's hair and Uncle Kenzo's hair. We're talking about the hair, right? So Cousin Lee's hair is short than Uncle Kenzo's hair. So short will become shorter. Do we need to put another T?
No.
Yeah, no need to put another T. Just put ER, shorter. Alright, good work. Last question. Cousin Mai's hair is longer. Now, remember the exception, right? Even if there is a rule, CVC, sometimes the CVC rule cannot be followed because of how we write, right? So this is CVC, but it is an exception. We call this an exception, right? We will not follow the rule. So we will only put ER. Why is it like this? It's hard to explain because a long time ago, right, when people were writing, they chose to write it like this, right? So they don't follow the rule. All right, so check out your answers, please. The second question should be younger. Y-O-N-G-E-R. Okay, no need to put another G. Number 3 is thinner. T-H-I-N-N-E-R. 2 N's, right? Number 4 is taller. T-A-L-L-E-R. No need to put another L. Number 5 is shorter. Just put E-R. Shorter. S-H-O-R-T-E-R. Number 6 is longer. Longer. L-O-N-G-E-R. Longer. Alright? Alright, very good, very good. So now let's move on forward. Okay, let's move on forward. We need to use our workbook now. Our workbook. Alright? Workbook, please. Open up your workbook to page 1 and page 2. Alright? Page 1 and page 2. I will show you what it looks like so you're not confused. It's this one, right? Page 1 and page 2. Now page 1 and page 2, we will have some homework for this parts, okay? Some homework. Your homework will be part 4 on page 2, and yeah, the rest we will do together, alright? Okay, so now let's go to page 1 first. Let's go to page 1. Right, page 1, over here we have some pictures, right? Some pictures of animals. 6 pictures, right? Number 1 has been done for us. It is a chicken. Chicken. C-H-I-C-K-E-N. Chicken. What about number 2? What animal is that? That is
Cow.
a cow. How do we spell cow? C?
C-O-W.
Very good, Crystal. Thank you. So everyone at home, cow is C-O-W. If you don't know how to spell cow, you can go to the book, right? Page 4. But I think it's so easy, right? Cow, C-O-W. Next one, question number 3. What animal is that?
Whale.
Whale. Okay, how do we spell whale? W...
A.
H. Okay, there's an H there. W-H-A-L-E. Whale. W-H-A-L-E. Whale. Alright, after whale, we have a very cute small animal with a shell on its back.
Turtle.
Yes, that is a turtle. How do you spell turtle?
T-U.
T-U-R.
T.
T turtle.
T-L-E.
Very good. L-E. T-U-T-R-T-L-E. Turtle. Okay, turtle. Alright, number 5 is a kind of snake. We call it a python. Python. Alright, so I will give you the answer for this one. Maybe some of you don't know this word, right? Python. P-Y-T-H-O-N. Python. Okay, python. It's a kind of snake. Okay? And lastly, very easy, is a monkey. How do you spell monkey?
M-O-N-K-E.
K-E-Y. Very good. M-O-N-K-E-Y. Monkey. Monkey. Right? Monkey. So these are the wild animals that we can see in different places, right? In a farm. Alright? Farm animals are not wild, right? Farm animals are the ones we take care of, right? Chicken and cow. They are farm animals. And then when we go to the ocean, right? When we go to the ocean, we can find some whale and turtles, right? Whales and turtles in the ocean. And then when we go to the jungle, we can find some pythons and monkeys in the jungle, right? Alright, so now let's go and do the word puzzle. We have a secret word, a secret message. Where's the secret message? The secret message is over here, okay? This is the secret message going down. We will find the secret message later. Now let's look at the picture 1 first. What animal is picture 1?
Hippo.
Right, hippo, right? Picture 1 is hippo. How do we spell hippo? H.
I-P-P.
Right, I-P-P. Oh, you can try to write down with big letters, okay? Big letters. H-I-P-P-O. Hippo. 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 What about number 2? Number 2, what animal is that? It has black and white colors.
Zebra.
A zebra or a zebra, right? You can say both ways is okay. How do we spell it? Z E
B-R-A.
Right, B-R-A. Zebra or zebra, right? Very good. Alright. Oh, there is one word or one letter here already, right? They give it to us. Alright, what about number 3? What animal is number 3? Oh, kind of
Panda.
bear. Panda, right? Panda. How do you spell panda?
P-A-N-D-E.
P-A-N-D-A. Panda.
Yeah.
Panda. P-A-N-D-A. Panda. Panda. Alright, so the first word of the secret message is help. Help, right? Help. Alright, now let's look at picture number 4. What kind of animal is picture number 4? Turtle, right? Turtle. T-U-R-T-L-E. Oop, bless you. Alright, turtle we can find from part 4, right? Number 4 in part 1. And then we have H, right? We have the letter H. So help, right? Now, number 5. What animal is number 5? It's not a tiger. What animal is that? Some kind of cat, right? Wild cat. That is the fastest animal in the world. We call that a cheetah. C-H-E-E-T-A-H. C-H-E-E-T-A-H. Cheetah. Cheetah. C-H-E-E-T-A-H. Right? That looks like a tiger, right? But instead of stripes, it has lots of dots, right? Cheetah. All right, next one. Number 6 is a very easy, a goat. How do we spell goat? G-O-A-T. Goat. Very good. Next one after goat, number 7 is a what? Bird, right?
Help the what?
Help the something with a secret message. So bird, B-I-R-D, bird. Right, we have the secret message coming, right? Help the Annie, right? What do you think?
What is Annie?
Right? Later we will find out. And then we have the letter M here. Right? And then letter L here. So what do you think? Number 8. Number 8. What?
Whale.
Right, whale. How do you spell whale? W-H-A-L-E. Whale. Oh, very easy, right? We can already guess the secret message. Number 9. What animal is number 9? Snail, right? S-N-A-I-L. Snail. Now we can find the secret message. What does the secret message say?
I don't know.
Help the what? Help the
I don't know.
how to read this? A-N-I-M-A-L-S.
I don't know.
You don't know? So here we have help, right? H-E-L-P. The A-N-I-M-A-L-S. A-N-I-M-A-L-S. Help the...
I don't know what.
You don't know how to read this? Maybe...
Animals!
Yes, animals! Help the animals, right? If I write down in one sentence, right, it looks like this. Help the...
Animals.
Yes, we should help the animals, right? Help the animals is the secret message. Help the animals, okay? So if you can find an animal, right? Maybe with a broken leg or something. Remember, ask your mommy and daddy first. Don't just touch the animal, okay? Ask mommy and daddy if you can help the animal, and if you can, then it's very good. You can help the animal. All right? All right, good. So now let's go on to the next part, okay? Let's go to the next part. Let's try to do the blue part first. Very easy. Page 2, right? Over here, the part 1 exercise, writing. Let's focus on the blue part first, okay? So we have big. Big will become bigger, right? We have to put another G and then ER. What about for number 2? Small will become smaller. We need to put ER, right? ER. And then you write down the words.
Number 3 is thin.
Thin, right? Thin. We have the word thin here. It will become thin, right? Thinner is from the word thin. And then we have fast. Will become faster. ER, okay? Faster, ER. Now what about this part? We have something new, right? This part is new to us. Right? This is called a superlative adjective. Let's go down to over here. Superlatives, right? Or some people say it weird, like a superlative, but it's superlative, right? Superlative adjectives over here. We will focus on this one, right? So this one is not on your book, unfortunately not on your book. So please pay attention. Please pay attention on how you write superlatives, okay? So before, remember when we have the word big, right? It's B-I-G, bigger than, right? One person is bigger than the other person. B-I-G-G-E-R, right? And then you put the word than. But this one is different. This one is different. We have to put EST, okay? So bigger than is talking about two people. Biggest means out of all of them. Can be 100 people, but one is only the biggest. Can be 2 people and one is only the biggest. Can be 50 people and one is only the biggest, right? You put EST. But before we put EST, we have to also look at the C, V, and C. Because CVC, right, we have to put another G and then you put EST, alright? So same as ER, right? But this one means the most, right? Out of 50 people, one is only the biggest. Only one is the biggest. Now the word thin, right? Thin will become thinner than, right? Thinner than. But this one is different, is the EST part. THN, thin, is CVC. So we need to put another N, right? Another C, and then EST. Becomes thinnest, right? Now for superlative, for EST ending, it's not thinnest than, okay? It's the thinnest, the biggest, the funniest, okay? So we put the in front and then the EST, right? The biggest. Now, what if the word is funny? F-U-N-N-Y, right? We have a Y ending. If it's comparative, it will become F-U-N-N-I-E-R, right? Funnier than. What about superlative? Similar, right? We will change the I. So funny will become F-U-N-N. Change Y to I. And then not E-R, right? We will put E-S-T. Funniest. Will we say funniest then or funniest the? No, right? The will come in between over here. So we will say the funniest boy in school. The funniest boy in school. That means in school maybe I have 100 boys, right? I have 100 boys in school, but only one boy is the funniest. One boy is the funniest. Change Y to I and then EST. Same as the comparative, right? Change Y to I and add ER. But this one is EST. And there is no than. Than will change to the, and then it will go in the front, right? In the front. The funniest boy in school. Okay? Understand? Alright, if you can understand this one, let's try to do the box over here, okay? Same as your book over here. Big, bigger, biggest. Biggest, right? Shh, pay attention. So because we have CVC, we need to put another C, which is G, right? Follow the last one. And then EST, right? Biggest. Then we have small, just put smallest. CVC, thin, so we have to put another C, right? And then EST, thinnest. What do you think for the last one? Fast will become fast.
EST.
EST, right? EST. So fast become fastest. Fastest. Let's try to read together. From big, bigger, biggest. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Big, bigger, biggest. Small, smaller, smallest. Thin, thinner, thinnest. Fast, faster, fastest. Good, right? Easy, right? A little bit easy? Or a little bit hard? So, how do we know? So, ER, right? ER is comparing what two people or two things. EST is though only one, right? Maybe in 50 people, only one is the biggest. Only one is the smallest, right? Now what about the word, we have heavier, so heavier, heaviest. It will go back to the word heavy, H-E-A-V-Y, right? H-E-A-V-Y. Alright, what about this one? Let's try to do it together. If we have small, smaller, smallest, then it will become long, longer. Longerest is wrong. Longest. Longest, right? No need to put another G in longer. So no need to put another G in longest. Long, longer, longest. Long, longer, longest. Long, longer, longest. L-O-N-G-E-S-T. So, I am long, but my brother is longer, right? But my dad is very tall, right? So he's the longest, right? So I have long legs, but my older brother has longer legs, and my father has the longest legs. Okay? L-O-N-G-E-S-T. Alright, so what about next one? We have fat. Fat something, and then fattest. So we know we have the word fat, right? F-A-T. We have to put ER, so ER. What should be here? Fat, fatter,
T.
T, right? Another T, fatter, right? Because it's C, V, and C. So fat, fatter, and fattest. I am so fat, but a panda is fatter than me. But in the wild, the elephant is the fattest animal, right? Fattest. Alright, now let's go to the last one. The last one, we have slow, slower, and slowest, right? Slowest. Alright, so this is how we do normal, comparative, superlative, right? Slow, slower, slowest, okay? Now comes to your homework part, right? Homework part, we have 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, right? We have 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. I didn't write 4, 5, and 6 because I have no space, right? So let's try to look at the examples so you know what to do. We have how many animals? We're talking about how many animals? We have a cow and a tiger. So 2 animals, we will use comparative adjective, only ER, right? And then the word we need to use is slow. So slow is C-C-V-C. So we only need to put ER. So the cow is slower than, don't forget than, the tiger. The cow is slower than the tiger. Now from 2 to 6, right? Question 2 to 6 is your homework. Please go home and complete them, alright? Or if you're already at home, please complete them. Well, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Whale and turtle, cheetah and snail, elephant and goat, and bird and horse, okay? Use the words, the big words, right, to put into comparative adjective. Alright? So thank you everyone. Today was your first class with Springboard, and I hope to see you soon again in the next lesson. Bye bye.